Hello and welcome back to the channel for another unboxing video, but this time I will unbox my little saddlebag. A pretty box standard specialized saddlebag, and because I got quite a few comments on Instagram on the picture like okay, what bag do you have, how can you fit so much stuff inside? So yes, it is actually quite full, but I thought I'll show you what I actually have inside. So we'll start with tubes. I usually travel with two. Reason why I travel with two is because if you are out for a long ride and you have one flat and you have one tube and you still have 100 kilometers to go, you get a little bit concerned. So better to have two, gives you a bit of more peaceful mind. Important, of course, to always check the valve length, that the valve length is long enough for your wheels, because I usually ride with 50 or 65 mil deep wheels, so I need to make sure that I have at least an 80 mil long valve. Then we have something to inflate the tires. As you may have seen on my previous videos, I'm using the small Cyc Plus mini tire inflator, the battery powered tire inflator, but in most cases I actually also have a small pump with me. Why do I not have CO2? I use CO2 in races. And pretty much only there, because when I had many times the case when somebody was using a CO2 and then something went wrong and then the CO2 blows out, and if you don't have a pump with you, you're pretty much stuck. You can't pump up your tire anymore. So I would use something more reliable as a pump, or the tire inflator when I'm out for training rides. Tire levers. Very much needed, especially if you're riding tubeless, because to get tubeless tires on and off the rim can be quite tricky. So definitely needed to have tire inflators. Then I have my Multitool. It's quite big and heavy, but I think when I'm out on a training ride, I don't really care so much about having additional 50 or 100 grams in the back pocket. This one has a chain breaker, which if you have an issue with your chain and you don't have a chain breaker, your ride is over and you basically can call it taxi. So if I'm out for long training rides, especially when I'm by myself, I usually always have this tool with me for any weird things that can happen to be able to fix the chain. And then last, I have my little bag of many things that I have with me, where I always have a little bit of cash in there, because if you want to get a coffee or you need to grab a taxi or whatever, good to have a bit of cash. I have some patches, just in case that maybe the two tubes are not enough if you are in a real tricky situation, but also if you have a cut in your tire, it's good to maybe use a patch and put it in from the inside to actually close the hole. I always have a valve extender in there in case maybe you need to borrow a tube for somebody else and they have only a 30 or 40 mil long valve. You can exchange or extend the valve length with that. And to be able to do that, you will also need a valve core remover, which is this little tool that you can use to take the valve core out from the other tube, put this one in, and then you have a longer valve. And then we have a quick link that you can use if your chain breaks to put the two pieces of the chain back together, and then this will hold the chain together. So this is what I have in my saddlebag. Would be super interesting if you can drop down in the comments below. What do you have in your in your saddlebag as well? Or what other things do you use in your saddlebag? If you like that video, give it a like, give the channel a subscribe. We're up to 100 subscribers now, which is super cool within 1 week. And if you have any questions to any of the things you see here, just put a comment down below and I'll try to answer as many as possible, as quick as possible. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.